They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Backing up and backing up on the first two plays. Now to try to throw. Makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the... From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. 2nd and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion. Rides to the back. Swapped immediately.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like they're
as they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Gonna let it fly. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Lowers those pads. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great... Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Changing the routes with his receiver. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Motion from the back. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got the back in the middle. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Turning it on. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll give it to him again. They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the first down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Caught. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Tigers in the hurry-up. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. 2nd and long here. Quick give. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! Inside 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on 1st down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be 2nd down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Back open in the middle. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Catch in the middle, it's Huffman. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. From the gun. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Got some green grass. Maybe some room here. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Turns it upfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll send the back in motion. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Push is ahead. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw one first. It's complete to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. and final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Rashad Downs going up top. Finds his man.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Give to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. To the ground. He's got it again. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Snaps it in the shotgun. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these.
Check, check, check! Gray, 97 Fox! Spear, spear, spear! Hit it, hit it! Ready, ready, check, hey, check! Blue, 22 dart! Blue, 22 dart! Hit it! Let's go! Let's go! And eagle, eagle! Go! Enter, enter! Hit. That's it! Light in the end! Ready, ready! Blue, idiot! Set! Blue! Right on the end! Ready! Hit!
Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Missouri's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. It's 3rd and 5. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got the first down. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Fires immediately.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in. And they were not going to let that running back.
Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in.
Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Working the ground game. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading. Making the adjustment on the play. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Makes the grab. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They're going to run it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Wide receiver going in motion. Play action on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Sells to fake. Out wide right, it's Hoffman. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Long way to go on 2nd down.
Flag 18! Flag 18! Roman! Straight on the end!
Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Missouri wants to go fast. Drops back on first down. Makes the catch, it's Mitchell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. There's some daylight, enough to move the chains. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. charge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And he's in for it.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Second and long here. Looking for running room. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And nice job by this defense, really being physical at the point of the attack. There's not a lot of holes, man. They run the ball on back-to-back plays. Aggressive linebackers playing downhill.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one. And they'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh set of downs going up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He uncorks one deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Stanford taking on the number 8 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Now back to your game at Memorial Stadium. This offense just continues to find a...
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. From the gun. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Trying to establish the run. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Lets it fly. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Hand it to the back. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Finding some room.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. A lot of ground to cover. A chunk here on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. Complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it. You practice it. This offense...
Touchdown, Missouri! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle.
This is a guy, no matter who they're playing, all season long, he just gets open. He's really good on his routes. He's always been someone you can rely on, even in contested catches. That's his 75th reception of the season.
Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. First play of this drive. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. After the filthy move, he's got room. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock was down to 4. And you still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll go to the counter. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
Drives inside. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for the marker. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, and try and capitalize after picking up that first down.
Motion from the wide receiver. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Those sloppy false start penalties can be drive killers. It's 2nd and 13. They go to the counter. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Zings it complete to the right. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the 1st down marker. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need the... They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. If they're not surprised they're 6-0, they're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented, nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. Saturday afternoons, the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Missouri head coach told me before the game his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you...
The Gators will kick off first, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Missouri Tigers offense will come out first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down.
They'll run it. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. They give it back to him. Nice move to pick up yardage. He's got enough for a Missouri first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Spins away from the defense. Breaks free, and he might be gone. The 30. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They're working that left side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Missouri wants to go fast. Trying to squeak through the pile. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together. 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. First quarter in the books. Let's see how these 2 wide receivers are stacking up so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Working the ground game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride him again. There he